This week on Worldwide Gaming, we review Titanfall. We have a look at the top 10 collectibles in gaming. Brydon reviews new Super Mario Bros. And Vince takes a look at the story of the Soul Calibur franchise. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm Vince.
And I'm John.
And today Vince tries and gets the story of Soul Calibur.
I tried my hardest to understand the storyline, and I did my best, but yes.
Do you reckon anyone knows what happens in those games?
Well, the amount of times I read through it, it's actually pretty interesting, but it's hard to word, so...
I'm just surprised fighting games even have stories.
That's the thing.
To be honest.
That's why I'm so interested in it.
Maybe that's why it's so hard to figure it out, because we probably should get some story, and it's this guy was a warrior in ancient...
Yeah, it's pretty complicated.
All right, but first, it's time for the forecast.
The depths look to be fairly warm in the new horror game Narcosis, coming to PC in 2015. We gave this one a 3. Mega Man's new little brother doesn't look to be generating much heat in the upcoming Mighty No. 9, heading to consoles and PC in 2015. We're not too sure about this one. We've given it a -1. It's Game Over Man in the new survival horror game Alien Isolation, coming to last and current gen consoles as well as PC this October. The WWG team is pretty excited for this. We gave it a 3.
We think we may have found her, Amanda.
So there's 2 horror games on the forecast this week, so that automatically means I'm not going to play either of them.
Yeah.
I'm not a very big horror fan.
That Narcosis?
Narcosis, which is underwater, so that's another thing. Sharks
So much no.
Yeah.
Deep water.
I don't know how I feel about Alien Isolation, though. I mean, is that really going to be a horror game? Is that going to just end up like the Dead Space series, where the first one was genuinely scary, and by the third one, it was just like Call of Duty by another name?
All action all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mighty No. 9, which should be called not Mega Man 9 or something, because it's pretty much Mega Man.
It's subtle Mega Man.
It's not even subtle. The actual boss characters are Mega Man characters with reskinned and maybe an extra missile pod or something coming off. I don't know. But anyway, right now we're going to go to my review of Titanfall.
Command authenticated. Stand by for Titanfall. Got Bravo.
Transferring to pilot.
I'm really one to get swept up in the hype train of any game. I've never pre-ordered anything, and I've never lined up at midnight to get a game or a console. Which makes it so odd that I got so caught up in the build-up to Titanfall. I haven't even been interested in competitive shooters lately, yet Titanfall is the most fun I've had on my Xbox One to date. This is usually the part where I explain the story in my review. Titanfall actually has a multiplayer story campaign, but it doesn't have a single player element. You start out in one of either 2 factions and join a multiplayer lobby, with the objective of winning that match. You'll be dropped into one of a limited pool of game modes, including attrition, which is similar to team deathmatch, and hardpoint domination. Oddly, you progress to the next mission if you win or lose. So the campaign for a single faction is always 9 matches long, no matter how good or bad at the game you are. You may have noticed I haven't said anything about the actual story yet. This is because I had no clue what was happening at any point in the campaign. The only story you get are audio messages while in the lobby, or in small cutscenes just before each match and right at the end. This would be a deal breaker in most games, but Titanfall is primarily a competitive multiplayer game, so it doesn't diminish its quality too much. Just keep it in mind if you're planning on buying it and hoping for a sprawling narrative.
Titan pilots, you will be assigned to dropships at all potential targets in the Yuma system. A heavy patrol rotation will be maintained at all sites. At the first sign of militia forces.
Apart from the giant robots, the multiplayer has a pretty familiar feel to it. You choose loadouts to bring into battle, selecting what main weapons, side weapons, anti-Titan weapons and other special abilities. There are also different loadouts for the Titans, as you can choose different chassis and weapon abilities for them too. Weirdly, 2 out of the 3 chassis are locked away from multiplayer until you complete the campaign. Meaning, if no one is playing the story, there won't be any way for you to unlock them, as you need a full party and an opposing team to start a match.
No sign of the others.
Got it. Pilots, let's find out what the hell happened here. Fan out through the village and we'll meet up by the south gate. Be careful down there.
The main hook of the game is undoubtedly the Titans. At the start of the match, you'll usually have around 3 minutes before you can call for a Titanfall. The wait time can be shortened by killing enemy AI players called Grunts and Spectres, and even more so by defeating human opponents, otherwise known as pilots. Once it's ready, you can call down your giant mech companion. Respawn have done a great job making you feel like a complete badass when you're piloting your Titan, without them being too overpowered in battle. This is mostly down to the pilots being incredibly mobile and being equipped with heavy-duty anti-Titan weaponry. There isn't much more satisfying than rodeoing on the back of an enemy Titan and shooting up its insides for massive damage. In fact, no matter whether you're piloting a mech or running around on foot, the weapons all vary greatly and function differently, meaning there's going to be equipment to fit any playstyle. There's also a bunch of challenges linked to each main weapon and Titan weapon, which unlock add-ons to even further customize your loadouts. For someone like me who loves trying to unlock everything, this is a great way to keep me playing. However, they could have added a few more scopes and other upgrades to the weapons.
Wildcard 3-2, we made contact with the enemy. Some new generation of automated combat troops. These things are everywhere. Copy that.
The maps in Titanfall may not be what you're used to, thanks to the free running system. All maps have factored in that you can now wall run, wall jump, or use the boost from your jetpack to get into higher spots in the map. This means that you not only have to look left and right around corners for enemies, but also on rooftops, under grates in the ground, or in many of the windows in buildings. This verticality is a great addition to the genre and serves to keep the gameplay fresh.
All units abort mission. I repeat, abort mission. We are out of here. A tactical withdrawal has been ordered. Dropships deployed for evacuation.
A really cool addition to the game is that after a match is complete, the losing team get a chance to escape the map and gain some more experience. As soon as the defeat screen is displayed, there'll be a random point in the map where a dropship will appear and take anyone on board to safety. The opposing team can still kill you on your way to the ship, and also destroy the ship if they have enough firepower. So it makes a tense struggle to gain a little extra experience at the end of the match, and gives the losing team something to fight for.
That point before departure. Evac point reached. Recommend securing.
I had a lot of expectations for Titanfall. Being in a position to play early definitely made it have a lot to live up to. Although the single player isn't very well realised, I still think the multiplayer alone makes up for it, and then some. Just stay away if you're looking for any kind of meaningful story.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the show as much as I enjoy spinning in this chair. If you want to check out more of our show, or if you want to catch up on stuff you might have missed out on, check out our YouTube page. If you want to see more of our, funny videos or funny pictures or anything like that, check us out on our Facebook page. We also have a podcast on iTunes.